So, what exactly is going on with the stock market today? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and overall, this week has been one of the best performing weeks for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq market. And yes, a lot of that does have to do based off of the recovery that we experienced this week. Now, let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper to kind of get a recap of the week and where we currently stand. I really hope that you guys learned something new, and if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. So CNBC wrapped it up very, I would say, very smoothly with how they covered the overall week. So retail sales data was released yesterday, Thursday, and it came out much stronger than what economists expected. While jobless claims, this is the initial claims and continuing claims that got released 1 hour before the market opened, also showed that less people are filing for unemployment than what was going to be expected. So the fear of a recession that sparked this overall sell-off with the Japanese market dropping and entering recession territory might have been an overreaction. So because in the past week or past 2 weeks, we saw a very aggressive sell-off, and the aggressive sell-off that I'm talking about, I'm more of a visual learner, so I wanted to pull it up here for you guys. Is this, right? So we entered this little like bear rut where the market went from all-time highs and then we aggressively sold off from 505 on QQQ all the way down to lows of 420. I mean, extremely low within a short period of time. And we saw one of the biggest sell-offs of all of 2024. But this week, we have to talk about it. Just as much as we talked about the market selling off and how aggressive that was, it was also the recovery that we experienced this week was one of the most aggressive recoveries that we have seen in all of 2024. One of the biggest winners this week is Nvidia. Nvidia ended up making 17% alone just this week, not including the additional 10% that it made the week prior. So Nvidia in just the past 5 to 7 trading days has experienced a 28, almost 30% return in just 10 trading days. I mean, I think that's pretty cool, pretty significant. But like we've said before, any reaction can be an overreaction on the way down and on the way up. So with that being said, again, overall markets are seeming to kind of cool down. So why was the market originally selling off? It was due to the fear of, hey, we might be entering a recession. What's going on over in Japan? It instilled more fear into our economy as well and our markets. And that's why we saw a very aggressive sell-off. Could have been an overreaction, and then the economic reports that we experienced this week with the job reports, with the initial claims and continuing claims report, and then also all the inflation reports that we received, the CPI data report, the PPI. What is it? Yeah, the PPI data report, which is on the producing side of things, all came in lower than what was expected. We expected 3.13%, and we came in at 2.9%. So it looks like we should be on track for September, that the Federal Reserve can confidently start cutting interest rates, maybe even boosting the economy. The thing that I do want to bring up for next week is, and again, this is just my assumption, is based off of what we experienced this week, I want to see going into next week if we still follow through with that same type of momentum. Because if we don't, then again, just like it was an overreaction on the way down and then we quickly corrected ourselves, it could also be an overreaction on the way up, and then we can quickly begin to correct ourselves. So, again, paying attention to the momentum and the progress that the market makes, at what rate it makes it at, would be very useful to understand, especially as we have quickly recovered this week alone. Also, Nvidia reports earnings next week, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking of live streaming it for free on my YouTube channel. So again, just another reason to subscribe, and hopefully you guys don't forget to drop a thumbs up. But other than that, overall markets as of right now, yes, they might be slightly in the red. And you guys know that I love talking about when markets are in the red. This really means nothing to me because the market for all of 2024, this week alone, has had one of the best performing weeks in all of 2024. So it's a huge positive takeaway. Yes, today might be a little bit slower, but you have to remind yourself, well, what kind of rally we experienced yesterday, the day before that, the day before that, and the day before that, right? This week has been absolutely insane. Markets today are kind of trading sideways, so maybe you can kind of just take a step back, see if any opportunity presents itself, and if it does, sure, you can choose to trade. But if not, let's not put ourselves in a bad position today that we end up regretting bag holding into Monday, and then maybe market sentiment can begin to change by Monday by when the market opens. So keep it light, keep it tight. I'll see you guys on Monday at market open for our live trading session. And if you want to tune on in, that's going to be that second link in the description down below. You can sign up today and watch me trade live as soon as Monday when the market opens. And yes, it is 50% off. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and you can watch me trade live every single day when the market opens. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.